Get ready with me whilst I get you ready for the Belgian F1 sprint race weekend. Formula 1 will be taking to the iconic Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps from the 25th to the 27th of June, and here are the UK timings. And it's a well-loved circuit because it really allows drivers to push their car's capabilities, and it can be full of surprises. Starting with the layout, it has long straights, but it also has 19 corners, and many of those are challenging and medium to fast in speed. Also, the track lends itself to many overtaking opportunities, which is helped by the 2 DRS zones. Furthermore, it is the longest circuit on the calendar, so drivers will be hoping to complete 44 laps on Sunday. But the length of the circuit can be a real issue because Belgium can experience quickly changing weather, which means that if there is rain, it could be wet in one section and yet dry in another. Another tricky element of the circuit are the different needs of each sector. The first is speedy, and it has some of the most famous corners in F1, for example, Eau Rouge and Radion. Similarly, the final sector is flowy and it has a slight incline, so both of those sectors suit a lower downforce setup. Comparatively, the middle sector is rather twisty, and so it needs a higher downforce setup. Therefore, the teams end up having to decide which sector or sectors they're going to have to favour, and therefore it affects their speed in the other sectors. Now, I said that this circuit can be full of surprises, and I do think that's reflected in the number of safety cars that it's had in the past. In fact, in 2024, F1 said there was a 75% chance of a safety car. Pirelli have decided to keep the surprises coming because this year they've gotten a little crazy and selected the C1s and then the C3s and C4s, completely skipping out the C2s, which hasn't happened since Australia 2022. Why are Pirelli doing this? Well, they are hoping it will encourage a two-stopper and make things a little bit more exciting because it will be adding a layer of uncertainty regarding tyre management. However, the weather may throw this entire plan out the window because there is a very real chance that we could see some rain at various points throughout the weekend. Although there should be some consistency in the ambient temperatures because throughout the weekend, whilst the cars are on track, the temperatures should be in the low 20s. Then there is the news related to this race weekend. Naturally, the biggest one has got to be the fact that for the first time since 2005, Christian Horner will not be the team principal of the Red Bull F1 team, and instead, Laurent Mekies will be taking his place. Now, whilst Mekies has some experience as a team principal, the achievements of the Red Bull F1 team means that it is a very, very big role to take on. So the question is, will we notice the difference?